You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Jones. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, babe, I can hear my smile on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Jason Sanders will welcome to the a 39-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Goff on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Lions are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bryce Perkins, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming out, and boy, we hit it right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. That's 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. We'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They're going to try and throw. Able to find Isabella. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Dolphins have a first down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. There's Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And his defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. And the Dolphins are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. Now a play fake here on first down. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll run with Mostert. This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
On fourth down, Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game, because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent a touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's first and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Bryce Perkins, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions use the short field to get in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Jones on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Moore, the man in motion. Now it's gone. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Goff on first down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Goff throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down on the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Mostert hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 23 yards, the final tally.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
You have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now Jones on 1st down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jameson Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 28-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Goff going to throw it. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the 1st half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the 2nd half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Jones now throwing on first down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Lions, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.